Just stop typing. What if chatting worked like this instead? Press and hold a single key to speak, then release to send. One key, straight through. No internet required, no token costs, no window switching, and no extra steps. As we all know, online voice dictation tools depend too much on the internet. So when the connection is poor, recognition slows down and gets stuttering. By the time the text is finally recognized, you still have to copy, paste, edit, and then hit send. You have to keep switching back and forth between the keyboard, mouse, and different windows. It's clumsy and far from graceful. If any of this sounds familiar, you can try Xiaowu ASR. First and foremost, it runs entirely locally. It works without an internet connection, which means it is more stable and more private. Moreover, you can transcribe your speech recordings of any length, no worries about unstable internet connections or dropouts, and no token costs involved. You're always fully in control. What truly sets it apart is the interaction experience. It goes far beyond conventional speech-to-text by delivering a genuine one-key voice input workflow. Simply hold down the mouse button or control key and start speaking. Your words are transcribed in real time. Release to stop recording, press again to output the text, and press once more within 3 seconds to send it instantly. The entire process requires no window switching and no extra keystrokes. From speaking to sending, everything happens in one seamless motion.
I was just scrolling through my phone and suddenly thought about that time we went out together, and I couldn't stop laughing at how random everything was.
The whole process requires no window switching and no extra keystrokes. From speaking to sending, it all happens in one smooth motion. If someone starts talking to you while you're recording, just hold down the Alt key to prevent interference. Once you release it, recording will continue seamlessly. For example, if you're chatting with a friend on Facebook and someone comes over and starts talking to you, just hold down the Alt key to prevent interference and then release it to continue recording. For example, if you're chatting with a friend on Facebook and someone comes over and starts talking to you, just hold down the Alt key to prevent interference.
Hi Jack, how is everything going? Want to go out for a coffee?
Then release it to continue recording. You can also mute the speaker while recording, so even if you're scrolling through videos, your chatting with friends won't be disturbed. If you choose to enable the speaker, it can collect audios from speaker, so it can act as a subtitle banner of the speaker, useful for people with hearing impairment.
The Taliban had taken control of Afghanistan. I was stunned, shattered, terrified, angry. How could I continue to have faith that things would improve? How could anyone believe that leaders were committed to girls' education when they handed over an entire country to the men who pointed a gun at my head and pulled the trigger?
I want to believe that there is something.
I don't know why, but I've just been in a really good mood today, and everything feels kind of nice.
To a dog or a pig or a chimpanzee.
And for the ultimate convenience, there is an automatic send countdown feature. If you have finished speaking and do not even want to click send, it can do that for you automatically. Of course, if you change your mind at the last second, the same key can cancel at any time.
I was just scrolling through my phone and suddenly thought about that time we went out together, and I couldn't stop laughing at how random everything was.
I didn't really expect much from today when I woke up this morning, but a few unexpected things happened that actually made the day a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be, which just goes to show how small moments can really change your mood. In addition, it supports two recognition modes for streaming recognition, which outputs text while you speak, and delayed recognition, which recognizes speech after you finish. I didn't think much of today at first, but a few small things happened that actually made it kind of a nice day. I was actually going to text you earlier, but I ended up getting busy and totally lost track of time. If you are not satisfied with the results from streaming recognition, you can click the middle mouse button or use a shortcut key to run a full re-recognition of the audio, further improving accuracy. Thanks to Xiaowu ASR's highly optimized performance, even a 3 or 4 minute recording can be fully reprocessed in just 4 to 6 seconds. I didn't really expect much from today when I woke up this morning, but a few unexpected things happened that actually made the day a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be, which just goes to show how small moments can really change your mood. These are what truly extreme interaction design for chat scenarios look like. Especially when you have multiple chat windows open and are talking to several people at once, you simply click the window you want and speak to that person. All you need to deal with is just one key. Whichever you prefer, keyboard or mouse, it intelligently recognizes your intent. So you do not need to worry about these mouse and keyboard actions conflicting with other system operations. Finally, there is one more hidden capability. High-performance batch transcription for long audio or video files. Files can be dragged in directly, clicked once, and automatically processed. Even several hours of long meetings or interview recordings can be handled with ease. In testing, 3 20-minute audio files were fully transcribed in under 2 minutes. Beyond powerful features, a productivity tool you use every day and at high frequency also needs a great UI. It comes with multiple built-in UI skins, so you can switch styles freely and avoid visual fatigue. It also includes typewriter animations, dynamic breathing effects, and more. A productivity tool you use every day can still feel premium and refined. Of course, it also supports deep personalization. Fonts, line spacing, window size, colors, key press timing, smart window collapsing, and more are all customizable down to the last detail. It is not you adapting to the tool, it is the tool adapting to you. If you chat, write, and work every day, and you want to take input to the next level of efficiency, Xiaowu ASR is absolutely worth trying, and it may completely change the way you enter text.